Hi, I'm Miriam, co-founder and COO of Keto Chow.
I'm Chris, also a confounder, president and the technical guy behind Keto Chow. If you're brand new to Keto Chow, it's a nutritionally complete meal designed to make keto easy. We also have some electrolyte supplements that are amazing for everyday use and for keeping the dreaded keto flu away, especially when you're fasting like we are right now. So I've got my bottle of electrolytes with a little bit of lemon in it.
Be sure to subscribe to
To our little live stream.
our little bottle of electrolytes. Oh no, sorry.
To our YouTube channel and hit the little bell icon.
For all of our daily updates on Keto Chow happenings. These live streams help us be accountable and stay on track. We love having you with us on our journey, so thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. Rhonda got on early and said good morning.
Hey, Rhonda.
Jean says, hola, chowers. Jessica says, good morning. Shauna says, good morning, Chris and team. L3D is on. Luke, was it the Creality Ender 2 or Ender 3? Somebody had
3D printer
wanted a recommendation. And I said, this is what Luke recommends. But I think I might have got it wrong.
Maybe. I don't remember it.
Let's see. I'm assuming, where's Heath? Shauna said hi to Heath, but I'm not seeing him. Anyway, Glenda says hi all.
Why is it weird?
Lynette says good morning. Come find Bernie in the storefront. It's like the elf on the shelf.
Yeah.
The Bernie on the shelf. Sandra says good morning. Dennis says good morning, all confounders. Oh, there is Heath. Shauna says good morning, Luke. Patty says hi, Bears. Hi, Patty. Floyd says good morning, everyone, on Thankful Thursday. Tammy says good morning. He says I got on early too early. Darn it. Cheryl says good morning. I made chicken chaffles last night and so good. Nice.
Yay.
Mary Lou says hi, everyone. So in case we didn't talk about it earlier, the flavor of the week right now is the lemon meringue.
Yes.
So it's on sale to 10% off.
Which, if you want it more lemony, you can put in they're not here. You used them.
I did.
One of these. I do 3 of these when I'm mixing it, and then it's a lot more tart.
Oh, okay. He says, very first post. First, booyah, get you some of that, dogs. Well, see, I only see the comments in here that happen after I launch the program.
Yeah, so you don't see the very first.
Yeah, so if there are some that came in earlier, it doesn't see it. Patty says, I need to buy a 3D printer for my new school library's makerspace. Yay for setting up another new school. Nice.
Awesome.
Deanne says, hey, Orange, you glad your camera works? Yes, I am.
Yes.
We actually have it's a Sony ZV-1.
That's a lot of numbers.
I don't know, it just says Zeiss on the front. Anyway, who makes the lands there.
The lands.
Anyway. Yeah, but it's connected up through HDMI, and it works really well. I did have to lower the resolution on the camera down to just 1080p because it was overheating when it was shooting in 4K.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not like we're broadcasting in 4K. So let's see. Christine says, Bernie is so cute. On the shelf. Morning, friends. Debbie says, hi, all. Eggnog, ice cream, and chocolate peanut butter pudding yesterday. Yum. Laurel says good morning from Alberta, Canada.
Good morning.
Carla says good morning. Let's see. Sonia says this morning on the Facebook group found another town in town chower. Love this community.
Yay!
Jordana says hi, everyone. Yeah, Luke says the Ender 3 version 2 or the Ender 5 Pro if you're looking in the under $350 range. Okay. He says technicalities. TC's Life says good morning. Snow day, working from home. That's fantastic.
Nice.
Brittany says morning. Has anyone mixed plain yogurt with Keto Chow or made to make some sort of yogurt? Yeah, quite a few.
We've done it too. I just didn't like how it wasn't as smooth because
you have to let it sit.
Yeah, when you don't let the Keto Chow sit, it doesn't dissolve the stuff. So
yeah, once you mix it up, you have to let it, because the electrolyte granules, the crystals of salt and potassium, they take a while to dissolve, and you need water in order for that to happen. And so if the only water is what's in the yogurt, depending on how drained the yogurt is, it may take several hours for that to fully dissolve, and then you'll still have to mix it up again. But it does work really well.
Yeah.
And it thickens it up quite a bit too.
It's kind of fun too.
Carol says, good morning to you all. Mimi says, good morning. On my way to Florida. My sister is closing on her new house.
Nice.
We're
fasting. We're 35 hours. Yeah.
Nice.
You might be more than me because you did it at a different time. Or less than
I don't know. I actually started it on the app after you because I forgot to do it, and I started it the morning after. But you can change the start time.
Like I started it right when we finished, and so I have accurate time of food.
Ah, nice.
Sometimes when I estimate, I'm like, well, I can't remember. Maybe 6:30.
All right. Stephanie says, good morning. Broke a 42-hour, 12-minute fast with, of course,
nice.
1.2 chocolate toffee with coffee added. Carnivore pancakes with an egg on both on top and leftover beef cheek stew.
What? Wow. That sounds good.
Maitreya says, hi all. Hi, Maitreya. Brittany says, thanks, going to give it a try today. Robin says, good morning. For a blustery, snowy Kentucky. Pumpkin spice caramel in my coffee to start my day this morning.
That's a great idea.
Kaden says, I made keto chow with tea and 141 grams of coconut oil. It had the texture and consistency of yogurt. Ah, nice. TC's Life says, yum, yogurt pudding. Jessica says, how much yogurt would you use?
Oh, for like a serving?
I take the spoon and I go,
bloop, bloop.
And I go, yeah, that's about right.
Well, and I wouldn't maybe do a whole serving of keto chow because that's going to be a lot of yogurt.
Not.
So I'd probably do like a half of a serving and mix it with yogurt and then let it sit in the fridge for an hour or two.
Mm-hmm. And don't be afraid to add some heavy cream too.
Oh yeah.
Shauna says, made a half mocha and half salted caramel keto chow coffee this AM. So good. Is there a name for a hot shake? I don't know if there's a specific name for it. You could call it Robert. Danielle says, so my husband asked me to make one for him to try, and now he's taking the shake for lunch every day this week. Yes. Nice. Ginger says, oh, good morning. I just got my Friends and Family box today.
Awesome. We are just about caught up on the Friends and Family shipment, too.
I think we are. Yeah. Now we're shipping out the stuff that came in on Monday.
Yeah. So our orders will be on time soon. So we're only a little bit behind, but not too bad.
So Crystal says, good morning. I just found out I'm pregnant after ordering so much keto chow. Now, just to be I am not a lawyer. Technically, keto chow is not indicated for use by pregnant or nursing mothers or children. That said, a lot of pregnant women make the decision to use it themselves and or they talk to their obstetrician about it. And speaking of which, it's Nisha's birthday, and she lived on keto chow for like her first trimester.
Nisha Berry. So if you chat with her, say happy birthday.
We'll just sing a happy birthday to her just in case.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Whenever you see this, happy birthday, dear Nisha. Happy birthday to you. Okay. Mike says good morning.
Good morning.
Lily Bug says, hey, I got the fasting chills.
Yeah, we do too. I'm freezing.
Julie says, thank you, Keto Chow. Jessica says, okay, thanks. Ginny says, pouring rain in central Illinois. Expecting lots of ice and snow this afternoon and evening. I ordered my Keto Chow on 122 and received on 23. That's not too bad. Yeah, it sounds like it went ground. It kind of,
Usually it's faster, so it probably was just a problem.
Denise says, hey, Chris and Miriam, got to my chow about midnight 30 this morning, only because I didn't know it got delivered yesterday about 2.
Oh.
Nice. Sonia says, good morning, just left the dentist. 2 new crowns.
Oh,
she's going to be fasting today. Yeah. That sounds like a fasting day. Rhonda says she's starting a 36-hour fast tomorrow. I did the subscription to the Life Fasting app. I like being able to schedule my fast. It's my discipline enforcer.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that was an...
That's a thing.
That's a thing. Oh, that's
a good idea.
That's actually really cool.
So I was watching a video by Jason Fung yesterday, and it was talking about like the different types of fasting protocols that you can do. And it was kind of a basic one, but one thing that he said that I really liked was fit fasting into your schedule, not fit your schedule into fasting. So like what's been super helpful for us is we look at the calendar and we say, okay, well, this is Kate's birthday. Well, this is another thing. There's the Super Bowl. So we're going to eat dinner on that day. We're going to eat dinner on this day. But we have this much time that has no commitments, and so we'll make our kids' meals be something that's fairly simple, something they can make themselves,
like
or we can help. Also, if you make it so that it's not something you have a relationship with, a food want, it's so much easier to be successful.
Yeah. What are we having for dinner tonight? I don't care because it's stupid.
It could be stupid because we picked it to be stupid because we don't want it. So it's been really helpful for us. But I really liked what he said, that fit fasting into your schedule, not your schedule into fasting.
Nice.
Because then you can be successful.
Okay. Shelly says, good morning. Lots of snow here. I just made salted caramel Keto Chow chaffles. So good. Or waffles, rather. Lilybug says, I think the name for hot Keto Chow should be Hot Chi Chow. Okay. Carol says, I ended my second reset with a 3.5-pound loss.
Yes,
celebrating with
Carol!
ultimate pumpkin spice cheesecake shake.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Julia says, I just got a refund of $16 from a saving on shipping. You guys rock.
Thank you.
We were a little behind on getting those refunds out.
She's still
but
working on some today, so if you haven't got one, and you should have, then you'll get it today.
Brittany says, I'm 9 weeks pregnant and was going off keto, but my blood sugars were already going crazy, so I'm going back on keto to see if I can stabilize my sugars.
That's a good
think
idea.
that would be a good idea. There's nothing wrong with eating the proper human diet while you are pregnant.
That's right.
Shelly says, and children love it. Yes. Let's see. Crystal says, I gave my toddler a sit the other day, and now she's like a fiend. She won't leave me alone. I've told this story before. One of our employees, when they're like, I think she was 2 at the time, when she would hear the ball in the blender ball shaking,
she would just come over.
She would come over for her shake.
So funny.
Marie says, I'm on my way to pick up my friends and family order. Oh, okay.
Nice.
Rhonda says, keep running home, checking the mailbox for my Keto Chow stuff. Probably will be too much for the mailbox. Sonia says that in eastern Iowa they're having a blizzard, and Shelly says it's a blizzard in Wisconsin too.
Oh, well, I'm glad that you're safe.
Heath just broke his 16-hour fast with 3 fat bombs.
Nice.
Well, he said 3 F-bombs, but I'm assuming he meant fat bombs because
could be.
nobody wants to hear your sailor talk there.
Well, there's that company that has fat bombs
That's true.
that are called F-bomb.
Julie says, fit fasting around your parties.
That's right.
I totally didn't see parties. Anyway, yes. Fasting comes, fit it around that. TC's Life says, I'm going to try spicy taco chaffles today to use as buns for my chili lime chicken burgers.
Yum.
That sounds good. Giafira says, I think I got that right. Says, I pour a little of Skinny Mix's vanilla bean syrup or the peanut butter syrup in the chocolate Keto Chow. So good.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
Dennis says, bravely looking forward to trying all forms of cream cheese, sour cream, yogurt, kefir, butter, and ghee with Keto Chow. Even those forms that commonly have proteins that separate. Yum. I think all those.
Well, you should tell us how they go.
Yeah. Shauna says that she got refunded. Thank you for that.
Nice.
Let's see. TC's Life says, proper human diet while growing a proper human. Yes. Deb says, good morning, everyone. I used the devil's food cake mug cake recipe and adapted to salted caramel cake with frosting.
Yes.
Nice.
That sounds so good.
Deanne says, you're sold out of the big bags of orange cream. When are you getting more? So let's go ahead and pull that.
Oh, that's true. So we decided to make orange cream seasonal. So we'll get it back again in late spring, maybe.
So let's see. It should say on, here we go. Embiggen. So the large 21 meal packages are available on a seasonal basis. We will restock them in the spring. Because this flavor tends to sell well at one time of year, not the others. We decided we would have the large bags available on a seasonal basis when they are stocked in the spring. Where they're stocked in the spring and not stocked again until the next spring. What exactly does spring mean? When will they be available? So we'll let you know on social media when they're back in stock. You can also sign up for the newsletter, or
you can buy the single meal.
If you type your email address into there, it'll notify you as soon as it becomes available.
That's true, yeah. But then you can still buy the single meal. And I'm pretty sure there's a giveaway going, or at least there was one last week. Is there still one? Will you look on our on Instagram or our Facebook group and see if you can see the...
Nope. Not sharing. Now I'm sharing.
Keto Chow. Click on that orange you're glad. See how long that's till. Whoa.
Whoops.
Whoa.
Friday 2-5.
Yeah.
So
So sign up for this giveaway because we did save out 2 bags of orange.
Yep.
To give those away. So we do have those. If you really want an orange, sign up for that giveaway. Maybe.
I put the link in there. Let's see. There's the orange. Julie says, is there a good way to make chai flavored keto shake? I love chai. Mix up chai and use that as the water element.
Yeah, do it.
So, let's see.
A lot of people use coffee as coffee or tea as tea and use that instead of water with their keto chow. And it's just great.
He says F-bomb equals meat sticks. Okay. Let's see. Caden says, TC's Life said the burgers are from Trader Joe's in the freezer section. I'm lazy that way.
Oh, nice. Well, that sounds good, though.
Caden says, I want to thank the club members for doing the beta test. I tested a brownie mix. Having a deadline and paperwork is just too much. Okay. Rhonda says the subscription for the Life Omic fasting app is $2.99 a month, or you can pay annually.
Oh, nice.
Jessica says, that's wonderful. I'm headed to Iowa as soon as I'm loaded. Well,
be safe.
Yeah, be safe. Boy says the heavy snow in Wisconsin is mild compared to the double-digit negative temps coming, plus the double negative wind chills as well. Wow. Let's see. Stephanie says last meal is a mix of oxtail, ham hock, chicken back, and Keto Chow protein custard. 2 pieces of bacon and 2 boiled eggs.
That sounds good.
Deanne says, you mean I have to read?
Yeah, sorry. Reading is hard.
Stephanie loves the fasting app. Shelly says, well, did you save a bag for the Orange Glide giveaway? Yes.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're talking about.
Yep. Shauna says, good morning, Stephanie. Deanne says, I participated in the Orange Glide yesterday.
Perfect.
And Shelly says, I signed up. I wrote something cute.
Oh, that's what I want.
Deanne says, that's why I said, Orange Glide, your camera works. Yes. Okay, now I get you.
I'm glad of that.
So, what was the Brigham meat?
No. Now I have to look it up. Let me find it. So, my friend's coming from out of town,
It's totally
which is
Brigham
only
meat.
not that far away.
Okay.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's totally Brigham meat.
Oh.
Nope.
Oh, because his last name is... No, it's not Brigham.
Brigham's Custom Meats.
No. It's his last name.
Oh, Bingham's. Bingham's Custom Meats.
Bingham's Custom
Okay.
Meat.
So,
are you sharing now?
I am sharing.
So she lives here, and she's going to grab some of those for me. And they're the bombs, bacon bombs. They have bacon wrapped on all kinds of different meats with cheese and jalapenos and mozzarella and, all this stuff. So I'm starting to make a list of all the bombs I want her to buy me. And I'm like, just everyone. Could you just get everyone for me? And she's like, okay.
So they do ship them frozen, but they're only available in the Mountain West. But
Oh, yeah.
turkey, bacon, avocado.
Which we
bomb.
could have had them shipped, but she's coming. She lives right
Yeah.
there. So she said her daughter works there.
Daughter
actually.
works there.
I'm like, have you heard of this place? And she's like, yeah, my daughter works there. I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to have that.
Anyway, so maybe we can make one of those on Sunday for the Superb Owl.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That's a great idea.
Let's do it.
Let's see. So I was talking to Jessica. Sonia says, prayer for safe travels. It's ugly out there. Mike says, I'm glad I bought 2 big bags of orange in the Friends and Family sale. It's one of my wife's favorites. TC's Life says, I'm with you, Floyd. Not looking forward to the crazy cold wind starting this afternoon. Shelly says, when will you announce the winner? Tomorrow I have to work. What if I won?
We'll let you know.
Yeah, we'll be contacting
We'll
people.
reach out to you.
I think
times.
that we won't be
Usually
announcing
we
it
announce
until
the next day.
after. So when did that say it was
tomorrow.
ending?
It'll end tomorrow. So then we'll probably
At
let you know on Saturday.
12:01 a.m. Mountain Daylight Time. So that's Friday morning. So it effectively ends Thursday night.
Oh,
Tonight.
just kidding.
So it's ending tonight. 12:01 a.m. Mountain Daylight Time on Friday. So that will be Friday at 2 o'clock in the morning in the Eastern time zone. Then he says, "You can't. Why can't you say Super Bowl? It's Superb Owl."
We can.
Well, we can because we're not advertising anything with it. I never do a blog post about what we're doing, like what we personally are having for snacks for the Super Bowl. I always say the Superb Owl.
What should we have? Have we even thought about that? Your dad's going to bring...
He's bringing a bunch of pork rinds and chips for the carb burners, but they're also making the onion dip.
Do you want to make Taffy's Muddy Buddies with the pork rinds?
Oh, we can make that. That's a good idea.
Huh? And then have one of those bombs.
Yeah.
Meat Mom, whatever they're called.
Let's see. Somebody wanted to know, is California in their shipping range? Utah,
Yep.
Nevada,
California.
Colorado, Wyoming,
CA right
Idaho, Arizona, New Mexico, California, Oregon, Washington, Wyoming, and Montana.
So it's probably just whatever can get there within 2 days.
Yeah, I should just put a link.
Yeah. We don't know if they're good. We assume that they're good.
They
and I
look
know my
great.
friend's
It's meat.
husband says he really likes it, and
Yeah.
he's keto. And anyway, and like I said, her daughter works there, so.
Matt says, I'm not looking
We're
forward to the
guessing
next few
it's good.
days of rain, snow, cold in Illinois either. I know we live where we get that weather, but I just don't want it all the same week.
Oh, it's a bummer.
Stephanie says, I have plans on doing something like that, but ground sausage wrapped around scrambled eggs, goat cheese, jalapenos, then wrapped with a
Ooh,
bacon
that
weave.
Sounds good. Yeah, I was thinking that Steph would probably have already made something like that.
He says he likes to use the Keto Chow orange to make ice cream floats with orange Zevia.
Oh, yeah.
Don Steelman says, new to Keto Chow. Welcome, by the way. These shakes are awesome. Shauna says, the Super Bowl. Does it cook by itself? Stephanie says, Easter doing it with ground chicken wrapped around carnivore dressing, wrapped in bacon with giblet gravy on top. Luke says, I quit watching NFL once they politicized it. Wasn't much of a fan prior. Wasn't my last try. See, I watch usually 2 football games a year. I watch the Superb Owl, and then I watch the University of Utah versus BYU game, which there wasn't one this year.
Oh, yeah.
So far, I've watched 1 football game. And let's be honest, I'm watching the ads. And then there's a football game in between them.
Yep.
I like it when, I don't care who's playing, I like it when it's going back and forth, who's winning, or someone's coming from behind and they're almost going to win. I just enjoy the spectacle.
I just enjoy the food. So, fasting until the Super Bowl. And
Just
then
about. Well, we're fasting until
eating the
tomorrow.
food,
Then
yeah.
we're going to go on snow tubing,
Yes, not water tubing.
not water tubing. Carrie says, I need a bacon
Down
bomb.
a mountain. It should be really fun. Like it's a really long thing, and then they have like a tram thing that'll bring you back up or something.
Yeah. Denise says, with that said, do you know why Dr. Berg and Dr. Barry, et cetera, don't talk about COVID? They are doctors. It's not that they can't, it's that they don't. Because if you do YouTube videos about COVID, well, there's so much misinformation out there
They get shut down.
that YouTube is really, really trigger happy with shutting YouTubers down and like locking out their channels and stuff like that if they're suspected to spread misinformation. Talking about something like a ketogenic diet, or rather the proper human diet, is already putting them on their radar, and I think mostly Dr. Barry just doesn't want his new house burnt down as well.
Yeah.
Oh, was that out loud? Oh. Brittany says, go Utes! Brittany says, oh, those are the only 2 games that matter. Carol says, we are having ribs on Sunday. Oh, that's a good idea, too.
Yeah.
With coleslaw and jalapeno poppers. Julie says, I'm just moving to Utah. Okay.
I think you should.
Shauna says, or I watched the Super Bowl commercial special where there are no potty breaks.
Yeah, right?
He says NFL equals no fun league. I don't understand why everyone owns DVRs gets excited about the Super Bowl commercerals. So last year,
just 'cause they're
the
funny.
Super Bowl
Yeah.
happened. The game started while we were walking on Long Beach after the Metabolic Health
yes.
Summit,
Oh, it was so pretty.
and then we came back
We were on
and we
the
watched the rest of the
beach.
Super Bowl.
It was a little windy.
It was a little windy.
There were no chairs.
Yep. So Shelly says we don't watch football, but we'll watch the ads too.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to take off. Everybody, thank you so much for joining us. We'll be here again today's Thursday, right?
Maybe.
We'll be here again tomorrow, and we'll actually be eating sometime tomorrow. So anyway, thanks for joining us.
Have a good day.
Oh, don't forget, 2 Crazy Ketos have their live stream tonight.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.